and welcome back to the Client Code podcast. My name is Carol Kabale, and today we are talking all things money. How to make it, how to spend it, how to get more of it, how to make it your best friend. In fact, we're even talking about how to make it your lover. So if you are looking to figure out how to make money work for you, then this episode is for you. I know you guys are tired of hearing it. You're like, Carol, every single episode is a special guest. You're not going to believe it. Every single episode, this person is better than the next. But I promise you, I think I've outdone myself. I think I've done it. I know I tell you this all the time, but guys, just listen here. This one, it's going to be special. And I know I say it every time, but this one, it's going to be special. So I would like to welcome Shaneh to the Client Code podcast.
Thank you, Carol. That's wonderful. Now I hope I can live up to your expectations.
No, trust me.
Don't set the bar high on me or anything.
Listen, the bar has been raised so high. If you listening knew the pre-call conversation that Shaneh and I had, you would be like, oh, I get the excitement, because it was that juicy. It was that great. It was so good. I said to him, we need to be on a call like Thursday, like now. That's how passionate and like energetically aligned this conversation is. And it's also, I think, like right timing, because there's so much going on in the world that you're going to see. Today's conversation is just it's something that we all need to do. And if you're not doing it, girl, where have you been? So anyway, without further ado, let's ask Shaneh the question we all know is coming, which is, Shaneh, what is your unique client code? And by that, I mean, who do you serve? How do you show up? And what's brought you on this journey to success to do what it is that you do?
I love that question. And I appreciate that you give me the opportunity to answer it, because it's not a question that's asked on the regular. I do plenty of podcasts, and, normally when they're asking that question, they're really kind of looking for your client avatar. And this question, the way you ask it, is so much juicier. I mean, in general, I serve entrepreneurs. I work with business owners, period. Across any and every industry. I've been in business for 30 years. But my client code, the specific depth that I go to with my clients, is honestly helping them receive more so they can do more good in the world. It just gets that simple. My clients are impact-driven, wildly passionate about what they do and who they serve. And honestly, for the most part, before me, they gave and gave and gave until they didn't have anything left to give. And then they would start resenting their business. And I'm like, oh, no. We got to roll that back. Your business is here to serve you, not the other way around. And your business is here to serve your impact. And as I like to say, your profit is your protest. The world is, I didn't ask, is this a clean podcast or am I allowed to cuss?
Girl, you were going to say it and I was waiting for you to say, drop that bomb. Drop that F-bomb. Drop it. Tell the people.
The world is fucking insane right now.
It's
And
crazy.
we need to use our dollars in order to affect change. But it starts with us as business owners, as impact-driven, heart-led human beings, becoming unreasonably resourced. More that we can bring into our lives so that we can take care of ourselves deeply, profoundly.
Yes.
Allows us to take care of our family, to then ripple out and take care of our clients, friends, like whatever that next level is for you, so that we can take care of our communities, so that we can take care of our world, because these governments ain't doing it for us.
Ain't that the truth? And like, okay, if someone just met you today, okay, because everything you're saying, all of us here in the room and listening, we're all like, yes. I guess my question comes into like the how. How do you help us get more money? How do you do it? What's coming up for me is more like, I serve, I deserve, which is a little mantra that I saw somewhere. And I was like, yes.
Well, would you believe it that I'm an accountant?
Never. But then again, I have been surprised before.
And I blend the soul and the science of money. So as any good accountant, I'm going to help you figure out your numbers, your pricing, be more profitable, those kind of things. Take care of your tax situation, plan for exiting your business, succession plan, like all the things. Like, yeah, I got you. But where I'm different is before we really start doing that, or sometimes simultaneously, we work on the mindset of the money. I connect with the energy of the money. Heck, I am as likely to pull an oracle card as I am to read your profit and loss.
And let me tell you
right?
something. She did pull up Oracle card, so I know the decks are there. I can vouch. I can vouch for that.
When we do that work together with all the practical, tactical stuff, all of those tools, tactics, and strategies are infinitely more impactful. So,
Mm.
like, you want to be more profitable? Fantastic. You as a person need to become the person who can hold more wealth, not hot potatoing it back out into the world, not repelling it because you don't feel safe holding it, or you believe rich people are assholes, all the money stories that keeps money from us. Instead,
Yes.
how good would it feel if you felt like money was your lover?
Well, I do have a type. There is a certain genre of books that I enjoy. Some have wings and some do not, but all of them could be my lovers.
Yes. Now, think if you have that experience with your money, right? There is nothing that your lover doesn't want you to have and will serve up to you generously, delightfully, surprisingly on a gold
Mm.
platter without you asking for it.
That is honestly, I was half joking, but really
Mhm.
it is the genre I like to read. It is Mr. Billionaire Man who's just going to come here and take away all my problems. If not, why not? Dude, I am here, I am willing, I am able. And unlike those girls in those books who are like 19 and like, no, I am going to work hard for it. I will not. I'm happy. I'm here to receive. And my husband wants a PlayStation. Like, we're on board. Like, sign us up. Like,
Like, can you see how that just even thinking that is in a wildly different relationship with money than most people have?
yes, yes, I can see that. And I think as entrepreneurs, to be quite honest, heck, as humans, to be quite honest, we all have, as you mentioned, money stories that play in our heads. Like, only rich people are evil and money is evil and you have to work hard to get money. And
Mhm.
if it's not earned a certain way, it doesn't count. It has to be difficult. And all these, oh no, I know. I used to be a big trap of that one. Like if it's easy money, it wasn't real money. Like that was a
Yeah.
big story for me. But in these stories that we feed ourselves, what would you say is one way to break them, or something that we can do to be like, not today, Satan. I choose something different.
Well, honestly, that sentence right there can be enough for most people, right? Once you have an awareness of a state, you get a shift state in an instant. So many programs that I've been through, I mean, this January 1, 30 years in business. So I've been doing this for a while.
Okay, first of all, should we take a detour and just talk about skincare for a second? Because I do not believe that. I'm gonna need receipts and I'm gonna
Okay.
need links to all the products because there's no way.
Yes. Well, my,
But
my
coming
story is
back, yes, 30 years. That's incredible. Congrats.
30 years. Thank you. So I've tried all the things. And I mean, from therapy to business coaching and every course in between. So many of them want you to dive deep and figure out how you got this story. What happened when
Hmm.
you were 5 that led you to believe that money is weaponized against a woman? Hell, we've
Mm.
got all those societal stories. Like, don't get me going on that. So, talking it out sometimes is the best thing. But more frequently than not, I find that just acknowledging, oh crap, I had a bad thought about money, I get to choose a different thought in the next moment is enough.
Mm.
You start building a habit, right? I caught
Okay.
myself, I get to be a different person, right? I love to say, you'll hear me say it because, this will not be our last conversation.
I know.
Past versions of me.
Mhm.
And that past version of me may have been the version 10 minutes ago. I am
Mhm.
evolving. Like, I am never the same person going to bed as who got up in the morning, ever.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so shifting our mindset is really important because that's going to help us have a better relationship with money. I like you. I also agree. Like, how can life, universe, God give you more if you can't even look after what you have? You know, like it comes to us and then
Yeah.
it leaves. I think a lot of us, even as entrepreneurs, we make a lot of money. And then at the end of it, we're like, well, where did it go? Where is it?
And it's
What
why didn't it
happened?
go to my pocket? So may I offer you a reframe?
Yes, please. Yes, for all of us.
Because there was a little something in that first sentence that was a story that's going to help keep money away from you, right?
Okay.
Why would God, universe, or whatever is out there give us more if we're not taking good care of what we have?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you go back and listen to what you said, oh, if I don't take good enough care, if I'm not perfect with my money, if I'm not doing the right thing at all the right times, money will not come to me. Is that the
Wow.
story you want to be saying?
No,
You want to
absolutely
know
not.
my
No.
my favorite? It's 3 words. This is my favorite story. Money loves joy.
Money loves joy. I love
That's
that.
it. Find more
And
ways
we're
to
pretty
introduce
joyful
joy,
people, so it should love us.
and it does.
And it does.
Like, take at your life, the opportunities that have come your way, the ways
Yes.
that you have said yes, so you've opened your arms and you've received. No, maybe you're
Yes.
not exactly where you want to be, but when you've been in your most joyful states, I guarantee the more delight has flowed through to you. And money is just energy, and we want
Mm-hmm.
to make money look like currency.
Mm-hmm.
Dollars, cents, an actual physical exchange. Money is
Yes.
all the ways we receive. And the way we receive one thing is the way we receive everything. So if you have a problem, or your listeners, receiving compliments,
Yeah.
it's going to show up in your money. If you have a problem
Mm.
receiving money, you're going to have a problem receiving support. If you have a problem receiving support, you're going to have a problem receiving orgasms. If you have a problem receiving orgasms, you're going to have a problem receiving money. Like, it just keeps cycling. The way we receive one thing is the way we receive everything.
You know what? I'd never thought about it that way. Like, if you're not open to these things, like, how can it come? You know? Like, how is that even possible?
And joy is such an easy state to sink into. So a lot of people, and it's a subtle difference, they want to be happy. And happy is a beautiful dream, and it's really hard to be happy when you're doing the grungy work of your business. You're
Mm-hmm.
doing it, but are you happy in that moment? Probably not.
No.
However, I find most people can find joy even in the grungy parts of their business because they're like, ooh, once this is done, that's going to be
I
the
get to do
result.
something
And
else.
there's that
Yeah, this is
anticipation,
going to
that
be the result. It's going to be
possibility.
great. Yeah.
And music, I don't know about you, but music for me is key. I love to meditate, and I can do the whole quiet, go into completely the other world and not hear or see or feel anything other than my connection to the universe. But it's
Yes.
difficult. Like, that is not easy for me to get into. It actually tends to happen more spontaneously than on purpose.
I like it on
How?
showers. I like a shower person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have the best ideas in water.
Right?
Of course, I have a Pisces moon, so that makes perfect sense.
Yes. Yes.
So, music. If I want to sit and feel joy, and I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
want to dial it up in my life, I find a song that just lights me up. And then I throw my entire body into the song for the 3, 4 minutes that it is. Now, I'm sure you've heard of, your audience has probably heard of too, Abraham Hicks.
Yes.
Yes. So Abraham says that if you can be inside of a feeling for 32 seconds, you
Mm-hmm.
become magnetic to whatever that feeling is. What will bring you more of that. And for every 8 seconds
That's
thereafter,
delicious.
right? And now for every 8 seconds after that, and the math geek in me is loving that we are doing base 8 math with a
And I love
channeled
that you're the math geek
consciousness.
because my brain lost me when you said numbers. I was like,
Yep.
uh-huh, I'm gonna smile
So
and pretend
32
like I know
seconds,
exactly what you're saying.
half a minute, and then for
Yes.
every, fifth of a minute, 20% of a minute thereafter, every 8 seconds thereafter, you collapse time. So
Wow.
you become more magnetic to what you want. That's going to bring you those feelings. Joy. Money loves joy.
Joy.
See, I'm tying it all back together here for you. So every 8 seconds, you're collapsing time. You're shortening how quickly what is being magnetized you gets to arrive. A song on average is 3 minutes, 38 seconds. That's a whole hell of a lot of collapsing time.
Yes. I
Yeah.
don't know how far the places that we need to go, but that feels like you just went and you made it really small and really attainable. And also, I think we all have a song that we could listen to or tap into that just
On
brings those
repeat.
energies up for us. I
Yep.
mean, I'm obsessed with Bad Bunny. I'm obsessed with that
Oh,
man. Benito
yes.
can come and get it any day. I love him. If you're hearing me, I very doubted, but my man, you, me, Joel, can't leave my husband out of this. But like, yes, the three of us can all be friends. But yes, it just puts you in such a great mood. And it just, yeah, I could see how that could work. You know, for people, I said something that also I think relates to multiple people. The numbers can be intimidating. Okay.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I feel like, in my personal opinion, everything you've said now is doable. Yes, mindset, figuring it out, like being in the energy, like that all feels delicious. It feels fun. It feels good.
Hmm.
Now you mentioned the numbers, and there's immediate like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yep.
That is not a me thing. I don't want to understand how things work. I don't want to know how it is. I don't want to look at it. I don't want
Hmm.
to deal with it. What is,
Yep.
from the accounting point of view, a way, obviously, besides hiring you, which everybody should do, guys, go talk to her.
I mean, I was going to
Besides that,
say,
I mean, it's pretty obvious, but besides that, if they're not quite ready, what is a way that you have found to make it easier for people to start digging into the numbers, and what numbers should they even be looking at?
right. So two things, and I will answer the practical side of this. But first, I'm
Sure.
going to say, how would your lover feel knowing you don't want to look at it?
Well, there must be something wrong with it if I don't want to look at it. I'm just saying.
Right? Like that your lover would feel
Hmm.
rejected. Your lover would feel
Yes.
rejected. So when we bury our head in the sand and avoid our money and having the money conversations or looking at our money, money feels rejected. And money doesn't go where it's rejected. So, little thing I want to kind of cue in there for you.
Yes.
Second, the practical side. There's a great book. It's called Profit First. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's
Oh,
by
I've read,
Mike. Yeah.
you read
Uh,
that one.
it's by Mike McAllowitz, but I'm gonna actually
Mm-hmm.
recommend. So he let other authors do derivative books of his book, right? So it's the Profit First concepts for realtors, Profit First for doctors, like that kind of thing.
Yes.
My favorite one is Profit First for minority enterprises. So it's the Profit
Oh,
First concepts with a whole lot of heart. Right?
okay.
So that's the version I recommend to you and your audience. And you only have to read the first 5 chapters. Like you can read the whole thing, but if you read the first 5 chapters, you get the concepts. You don't even need to finish
Okay.
the book.
Well,
And
that sounds good.
the easiest thing that I can do to help people gain confidence and clarity with their numbers so that they're willing to take a look at it is to set up profit first in their business. Because most of us look at our phone, right? That's how we determine whether or not we have enough money in order to say yes to that coaching program or hiring that
Yes.
bookkeeper, right?
Yes.
So we look at our bank account and it says we've got $2,000 and the program is 1997 and we're like, okay, we're good because I know I got money coming in next week.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't think about that rent check that we just wrote that hasn't cleared yet. Or, because we're just looking at that's what I have. It's right there in black and white. Well, Profit
Yes.
First has you separate your money into buckets, right? So it pulls out
Okay.
profit first, hence the name, because it says
Mm-hmm.
your business deserves to be profitable starting today. I don't care how you're operating your business. Today it's profitable. So we pull a little bit out right off the top to go to the profit account. Then it
Mm-hmm.
says you as the owner deserve to get paid. You are your business's most valuable asset and we get to treat you as such.
Okay. I like this book already. Sign me
Right?
up.
Yeah. So we take a percentage right off the top and put it into the owner's pay account. Then we
Mm-hmm.
set aside for taxes because we don't want you as the business owner ever have to stress about how am I going to pay my taxes.
Yeah.
So that comes off.
Taxes and death, guys, those things are not going away. Those people will get their money. The IRS will find you. I'm just saying.
They
Putting it
absolutely
out there.
will. And right now under this regime, the letters are going out and they are mean. Yeah. I have seen
Yes.
letters that I've heard about in 30 years, but I've never seen start arriving. There's a
Wow.
mandate to collect right now. Not to scare everybody, but like they're doing some things. So if you get one of those letters, talk to a tax professional. Don't
Yeah.
contact the
Like,
IRS yourself. They will I don't play with bullies. So back to my thing. So after we take off those 3 things, what is left? And let's say in our scenario where we started with $2,000, maybe you only have 1,200 now in that operating account. Oh, now you have the basis to go, I can't say yes yet to that 1997 program. Maybe next week we'll see, right? Clarity and confidence in your decisions that the decision you're making to spend X, Y, or Z isn't going to put you in a bind. You personally are still going to be taken care of. Your taxes are taken care of, and you're building a rainy day fund for when you have a bad month. You still get paid.
yeah. And what if you're like impulsive? So let's say you just spend money. And
Right?
then you did step 1 and 2, and then something comes up and you just like spend. But then other life things happen because you're impulsive. I mean, shiny object syndrome. Name one entrepreneur who doesn't have a whole lots of. If you, let me just tell you something. I'm going to generalize so bad, but I'm going to cover a lot of us listening to this right now. If you're an entrepreneur, I know 2 things are very true. One, you have multiple tabs open at any given time of the day. That's one thing I know for sure. And 2, you have multiple things that you have bought that are sitting in your download library, as I like to call it, on display for the world to see, of all the magical courses, resources, templates, and shiny techniques that have come out that you are just like, this is going to save me. So let's say someone listening has the shiny object syndrome and they're like
Yep.
impulsive with their money.
Yep.
Does this still apply? Does this help them?
Yes. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
If they actually put the money into the separate buckets, when they got that shiny object that, winking at them, flirting with them, hey, over here, right? Whatever that feeling is. And now I'm a 3 a.m. shopper, right? It's when I can't sleep that I wake up when I finally, do get some sleep, I wake up and I'm like, I don't remember buying that.
I'm a first thing in the morning when I doom scroll. As soon as I wake up, it's like the easiest time to get me to buy something. So if you're listening 7 a.m, just hit me with those ads.
Okay. I'm taking note, right?
Okay.
When do I invite Carol to my next thing?
7 a.m. sounds pretty good. It's when I'm like, sure, why not? That seems like a fun possibility.
I love it. But if we have set aside the money, what's left is what's available to make those buying decisions or not make the buying decisions from. At some point, you'll go to spend the money and it won't be there, right? And it might be a hard lesson to learn in that moment, but once you learn it, you take it on. Now, here's what I love. By separating out your funds, and you don't only have to separate it out in those ways that I said, you can actually go, well, whatever's in here, I can impulsively buy. Like that's my play money. That's my Monopoly money. I get to do what I want with it. I have clients who put aside their debt so that the debt never gets missed. I have clients who put aside payroll. I have clients that put aside their education. They're like, my personal development is one of my highest priorities. I want to make sure that I always am able to say yes when something feels good. So they put it aside right from the top. You get to set it up in a way that gives you what you need and keeps you having the boundaries that are going to help make you more profitable. More profit, it's not really about the money. I mean, I would say most of us want more. I do. And I feel zero shame saying that.
Me either.
I was on a podcast.
I want more. I need more. Give me more.
I was on a podcast recently and they asked me okay, so you're talking about the energy of money and money mindset and all those things. Do I have to start saying I want to be prosperous instead of saying I want to be rich? Is there a negative to saying it that way? Because when I'm talking, I say I want to be rich. And I'm like, no.
I have a number in mind. I'm that specific.
Yeah. No, you can say you want to be rich. You can say you want to be filthy rich. Whatever is true for you is true, period. Right? And prosperity isn't something you chase. It's something you are. So whatever your truth is, when you land on it, in it, and move towards it, your days just to get to be fuller of all that you desire. And let me put this pin in here for you. You deserve everything you desire simply because you exist. You don't have to become a better person.
Can you say that again? Because I know some people were not listening. I know you. Take out your pen, write this down, because this is some good stuff.
Yeah.
One more time, please.
You deserve everything you desire simply because you exist.
Yes, you do.
You don't have to become a better person. You don't have to magically heal all past wounds. You don't have to suddenly take on a certain faith, a certain way of handling your money. There's nothing you have to do in order to deserve what you desire. You deserve it simply because you exist. And I'll add this only caveat, and because it harms no one. Right?
Yes. Yes. It really doesn't. And then, you know what? I'm having realizations as I'm talking, guys. So if you hear me today, it's like, where is Carol today? Carol's ticking boxes. In my head, it's like, yes, And also, yes, like this. Guys, you know what? I could actually talk to Shaneh till like the cows come home, and I wish the cows would, because you guys know I love cows too, but we can't. So I'm going to hit her with our final. I feel like we've had lots of truth bombs today, and we've had a lot of things that shifted, especially in myself in receiving them. So thank you. Thank you for that. One of the things that I ask everyone that comes on the podcast, and I'm glad you didn't remember what the question was, is kind of a little life mantra, if you will, that I live by, which simply says, what you don't change, you choose. So Shayna, I'm asking you, what are you choosing today?
I'm choosing to accept and celebrate my need for validation. I like it when people pet me and call me pretty, literally and
And you
figuratively.
are. And you are. Both those things. I can't arrange the second one because we're on a call, but I'll figure it out for you.
Right. And I want to be clear. I'm not talking about attention seeking or validation seeking, the disempowered state of those statements. But as much as I pour into people, I deserve to be poured into. Right?
Yes, you
As
do.
much as I give other people their flowers, I deserve flowers. Pet me and call me pretty. Tell me I did a good job. There is nothing wrong with wanting to hear that from the people that you care about, or the people that you work with, or the people that you serve, or podcasters that you get to meet completely randomly but feel like soulmates, right? Like it
Right?
gets to be that way. And
Yeah.
it was something I was pushing away for a very long time. I was making myself wrong for wanting my flowers. Fuck that. I'm choosing my flowers.
Choose the flowers. Choose the flowers, girl. Honestly, wow. This is why I love asking that question. And I think a part of me can relate to that. A part of me was like, no, I'm just going to make myself small. But fuck that. I'm with you. Let's be pretty. Team pretty over here. Let's do it. I love it. Shayna, where can the people find you if they want to work with you, if they want to find out more about you? Like, tell them all the good things.
So, first of all, I really would love to invite you and your entire audience to join me on Substack. I have a daily, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, publication called Profit is Protest. So you can go to profitasprotest.com. You can also just search it on Substack. You don't have to say yes to the emails. You can turn off the notifications, because I recognize that 5 emails a week is a lot, but I share every single day some money mindset trick, some practical prosperity trick, reimagining what it gets to look like when we as business owners are wildly, unreasonably resourced. You never have to work with me, and I can change your life if you follow me there. Now, for those of you that want to go further faster,
yes, the VIP people, the people who like first class, sign up. Let's go.
Come on. And I work around the world. I don't do taxes around the world, but I do accounting, money mindset coaching, prosperity. I've just renamed it the prosperity ecosystem. I was like, what's the name? What's the name?
I do
Right. So
love an ecosystem.
yes, so I have a program, the prosperity ecosystem, and it's for people who are ready to go now and go fast. Like, because I'm here to make difference in my life and the lives of others with money. Let's make it happen. And you can like come to prosperityfirst.com and hop on a free call with me. It does not turn into a sales call unless you ask for it, to just talk about like what's next, what's possible.
And I love that. Okay, guys. So those are your options. I know myself. I am first class all the way, but you know what? Choose what works for you. Shannah's here. She's available. And I hope your paths cross and they mingle, and it's as delicious as it's been with me and her. And you just go further and go fast. I think that's what she said. I'm trying to remember, but I think that's what she said. Okay, guys. Really, thank you so much for tuning in. I had a great time. Money is not scary. It can be delicious. Choose it.
Money loves
It's
joy.
like choosing joy. There we go. There we go. Money. What was it again? Money loves joy.
Money loves
Oh,
joy.
money love joy. And with that, I will see you on the next one. Bye.